What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? So, market's looking good. Market's looking good, but not overly bullish. And that's a good thing, right? It's bullish, but it's not extreme bullishness where it might be a little bit concerning that we might do the opposite of what the market sentiment is, right? It's kind of a neutral sentiment. Actually, you know what? I'm going to look at the fear and greed index. I haven't looked at that in a long time. Let me pull that up. Just kind of thought about it. All right, so it's sitting at a 55, so it's not bad. It's kind of neutral right now, right? Fantastic. Fantastic. It's looking bullish, but not too bullish, right? That's what we want to see. If we were in extreme greed right now, we might have a little bit of an issue, right? But to follow up on that, let's go look at the liquidation levels and see what's going on there. All right, so we've got a lot of longs that are starting to get put in. So if Bitcoin gets up to 99K, we will see 488 million liquidated over on Binance. And if it drops back down to about 94.2, we'll see 702 million in liquidations on the longs. So the longs are starting to get up there, guys. It's not concerning yet, but I mean, it can become concerning in rather short order. So yeah, not bad. Otherwise, not bad, guys. We're going to get into the chat here. Uno momento, por favor. First of all, shout out to the channel sponsor. Big thanks to Decent Self Custody Wallet, guys. You can now look at CoinGecko. It can now be connected in one tap on your Decent wallet. No copy and paste, no typing addresses. Direct link from CoinGecko to your wallet. So you can do your research right on CoinGecko. You want to see what the tokenomics are on a project? Just check it out on your Decent, guys. Not your keys, not your coins. Use our link down below. Get yourself a fantastic deal. Or you can just get the card wallet. I have 2 card wallets. I have 5 of the biometric wallets. So absolutely fantastic. All right, what do we got in the chat today? J Money, Bulbasaur in the house. What's up, my guy? I love it, man. Bulbasaur sitting on a pile of money. I can dig it. I can dig it. First Pokemon of the day, Strawberry Dragon. Happy Friday, weirdos. Open mic Fridays, guys, on the Patreon. Are you ready for a wild night? Chris, what's up, buddy? You think if Biddy hits 100K, she'll go back down or stay above that resistance? I think that I don't think it's going to snap through 100K like a hot knife through butter here, man. Right? Here we are inside of our golden pocket, which nailed it, right? Absolutely nailed it once again. We might find a little bit of resistance here, which we are. We got all the way up to 97,900, but we have not technically broken 98 yet. So a close inside of here would be good. I would be fine closing at 97.4, which we're at right now. But once we break through here, we're going to meet some more friction right here around 100K, guys. It's $100,000 is a very strong psychological number, right? So we're going to meet some powerful resistance there, in my opinion. But we'll see what happens, right? It's funny, you know, because I was told that there was one person in particular. I think his name was Del Boy. And he was in the comment section a few weeks ago, back when we were down here, telling me that I was wrong, then I didn't know what I was talking about when I said we were going up here, right? And his comments were this: when things play out in a couple of weeks, Rob, I will be here in the comment section telling you that you were wrong. Okay, well, a couple of weeks has played out. Turns out we came up here. I was right. I put this bull pennant. I said we're going up over 91K. Oh, look, I was right. We formed this bull pennant here. I said we were going up into this pocket. I was right. But I don't see Del Boy in the comment section taking responsibility for him being wrong. Interesting, right? It's funny how the people who say that stuff magically disappear when you're right. You know, all of a sudden they're whisper quiet. It's funny how that works. H. Barbarina in the house. What's up, man? Jay, what's up? Roberto and gang, good to see you, man. Thanks for watching over on X. Joy's in the house. Hey, Rob and Patreon family. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope everyone is having a good day today. Hit the likes for the daily great content. Absolutely. Guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel grow. Doesn't cost you a single solitary thing. So be greatly appreciated if you'd go ahead and do that. We actually hit 12K subs, guys. We broke 12,000 subscribers. So thank you to everyone who's been joining the family. Let's work our way up to that 13,000K level now, guys. Absolutely. Bruno, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Jess, what's happening? Hey, Rob, the past couple of group meetings have been super helpful. Thank you. I don't think I'd stand much of a chance in succeeding this bull run without you. By the way, sent a request for priority pass. Absolutely. Yeah, I have about, over on the Patreon right now, I have 30 DMs that I have to get through today. I will get to them, so bear with me on that. Green Tea, Squirtle's in the house. Second Pokemon of the day. What's going on? Cody, crypto market cap is getting ready to explode. Let's go, William. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Another local in the house. Morning, Rob and Weirdo family. The bull run is coming to us. Hold tight. There she is. Gamma Goddess in the house. Good afternoon, Rob and Crypto fam. Hope you're feeling better, Rob. Hope everyone is doing well. Looking forward to Friday's open mic night on the Patreon. Let's get this money. Yeah, I got my antibiotics today, guys, from the doctor for my chest infection. So hopefully in a couple days it will be gone. Amazing Coins, what's going on? Hey, Rob, how you feeling? How's the rest of the crypto weirdos doing? We're doing super fantastic. Encourage somebody. Happy Friday in the presence of millionaires. Yes, God bless. Absolutely. Jesse and James, dang, Zebek touched its resistance right now. Scared of another rejection. Hey, another rejection means another opportunity, right? Let me pull up the Zebek chart right now. Let's have a looky-loo, shall we? It's actually above resistance right now. Pull it up there. We're actually sitting right above resistance. So can we close above there? That's going to be the key. If we can close this daily candle above resistance, then I would expect us to start moving on the daily candle that opens up later tonight in about 5.5 hours. I would expect it to start moving pretty violently to the upside. So we could see a nice pump on Zebek this evening. So yeah, absolutely. Your boy, first. Where's my super chat crew at? Get on the bandwagon, my weirdo crypto family. Yes, first way. I'm actually surprised. First, we're 23 minutes into the stream, and that's the first one. Your boy caught everybody slipping. Absolutely, brother. Jake the Snake, what's up, man? Morning, Roberto. I saw Zebek wick over. Yeah, it's over there again right now. It's 201438. So. We want to keep pushing upwards. Bitcoin's looking strong, 97.5. That's going to help the altcoins make their move. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's not a low liquidity weekend, low volume weekend. Hopefully we can get some action going. Paul, my guy, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Juan, hey, Rob, will you let me know what day in May for our one-on-one? And also, you got to ask me that stuff on the Patreon, brother, not on the YouTube channel. Mike, what's up, buddy? How is your day going? Do you think Zebek will break that resistance? It's above resistance as we speak. Just James, Rob always wrong. Are you kidding me? Rob Father never misses. There we go, brother. There we go. Strawberry Dragons. He's a doughboy now. Yeah. Don't make me laugh. I'm going to start coughing. Leo, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Ty's in the house. What's up? What's up? Christopher, hey, Rob. How we doing? Looking good out there. Yes. Things are looking fantastic. Steve, glad you're feeling better. Thank you for all you do. Hey, no problem. Steve, thanks for watching over on X, my guy. And by the way, Christopher, Onyx, our third Pokemon of the day. Thank you. Thank you. Got to catch them all, guys. We got to catch them all. Ordered my Decent wallet using your link today. Nice. Thank you so much for using our link. Thank you for the support. You're going to absolutely love your Decent wallet, my friend. You're going to love it. Clint's in the house with a super chat. Hey, Rob, could you take a look at Luna on, take a look. Oh, you probably meant look. Okay. On at virtuals. Do you think it's going to continue moving up? I could look at virtuals for you. I wonder if it's on here. What is the ticker for virtuals again? There we go. Virtual. I guess it's just virtual. Look at that. Look at that. Boof. Beast mode. Virtuals, guys. Just so you're aware, we called virtuals a couple of months ago over on the Patreon. It was one of our gems. And I remember when it went down, some people were panicking. I said, guys, virtual's going to come back, baby. Here we are. Virtual's climbing like crazy. I'm not seeing a lot of resistance. We are at a little bit of a significant level right now, but it takes us all the way back here, right? I mean, it's not massive. You had some resistance here. You had resistance here. A tiny bit of support right here. So it's kind of a resistance level, but not majorly right now. I could see us breaking through. Your next level of significance probably, I mean, there's not a lot. There's not a lot, to be honest with you. Let me actually throw some fibs on there. Let's go. What are we looking at here? Nope. Sorry, went the wrong way. So, I mean, you still got a little bit to go to get up to your 618 here, in my opinion. So, I mean, you could get up to around $2.11 before meeting real resistance, right around your 618 there. So, yeah, not bad, not bad. Cody, here's another super, my guy. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate the support, guys. I love it when you guys support the channel, man. I feel the love, man. I feel the love. I'm in a good mood today. Things are going good. It's open mic Friday nights, guys. It's going to be a good time. What else do we got? Cryptus. Hey, Rob, is there a reason why Muria's market cap that's listed on Dex Tools is so low? Is that an error? Yes, it's probably an error. Here's the thing about Dex Tools, CoinGecko, and CoinMarketCap are third-party companies that are not, they provide, as best they can, they provide data about projects, but a lot of times this data is not up to date, right? Every once in a while, you'll see people spamming like CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko or Dex Tools to update the tokenomics on something because it's not accurate. So they do the best that they can, but it's not always 100% updated and accurate. So it's probably just an error on Dex Tools. Charmander in the house, fourth Pokemon. Here we go, guys. We are rolling with the Pokemon today. Richie Rich, my brother. Hey, happy Friday, everyone. Go Oilers and Leafs. Yes, Oilers, move on. Leafs, move on. Absolutely fantastic. I'm terrified of the Florida Panthers, but we're going to do what we can do, right, guys? Absolutely. Absolutely. Devin, afternoon, Rob. Have you opened bookings for May one-on-ones yet? Zebek, yes, I have, Devin. Shoot me a DM over on the Patreon. I put the list over a week ago up on the Patreon for people to request their bookings. Bookings are starting to get pretty full, so you better get in there fast and get your spot booked in, brother. Marco, I found out to break through the suppression from another channel is to make comments on your videos. It breaks through the algorithm. The channel has 556K. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is we need engagement, right? Because right now we're fortunate because right now we're not really dealing with a lot of shadow banning from YouTube. We broke through 12,000 subs. We're looking good. But yeah, we got to keep the likes, the comments on the videos, guys, right? We got to keep those up so that we can beat the algorithm. So, just if you want to help the channel grow, that'd be super fantastic. Just do it now. Go ahead and do that. That really helps out. Absolutely, Marco. Absolutely, brother. Happy Friday, Crypto Weirdos. Open mic Friday night. Let's freaking go. Clint, Luna on virtuals. My bad. Oh, Luna on virtuals. What is Luna on virtuals? Let me check over on CoinGecko. What's the ticker on that for that? Luna buy virtuals. I found it. Let me pull up the chart here, my man. Luna buy virtuals daily charts. This launched back in October. Wow. Yeah, you kind of got. I mean, it's not really. I wouldn't expect your first resistance level to be until probably somewhere around here. You're close. You're close, right? You had some support back here. So probably around 3 cents, 261 would be your next resistance level. If you get up to that level, I would probably consider taking some profits because you might see a rejection and a pullback at that level. It's not guaranteed, but if you're thinking about taking profits, not financial advice, that would probably be where you'd want to consider it in case you reject, right? 50 push-ups coming up, sir. There you go, Mario. That's what I like to hear, brother. Amazing Coins. What's up, you boy? How's everything? Stargazer, what's happening? Do you think ICP will do well? Oh, absolutely. ICP will do fantastic. It's not going to get back to its all-time high of like $700, but it's going to have a good time. I would say between 75 to 95 bucks, I think ICP could go to. It's going to have a good time. But the potential's there. It's got a huge community behind it. So is a turbo Chisholm true about Turbo being listed on Robinhood? I have not seen anything about Turbo being listed on Robinhood, but you know what I can do? Let me check what I can see. No, there's nothing confirmed about that. There's no confirmation of that. Paul, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you too, man. I appreciate you too, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thoughts on rumor XRP? Yeah, it's not a rumor. Circle has made, or Ripple made. I made a video covering it yesterday on yesterday or the day before, covering it over on my other channel, which is Crypto Blueprint. So I highly recommend you go check out that video first of all, and shoot me a sub over on Crypto Blueprint. Help the channel grow. I'm actually. I was going to mention it. I mentioned it this morning in the video I made as well. Here's my other channel, Crypto Blueprint, guys. Shoot me a sub over there. See, I covered it yesterday. Ripple makes an offer to acquire Circle's Bitcoin. So, sorry, to acquire Circle. So go watch this video. That's the first part of it. Circle rejected the offer. So Ripple has made a second offer, increasing the amount, I think over $5 billion now or something. So yeah, it's something we're going to stay on top of. So get over to Crypto Blueprint because I've been covering that story over there. If you want to stay up to date on that. Easy, yo, what's good, man? Tough loss for my stars, probably the worst own goal I've ever seen. Yeah, you know what? Puck luck is everything, man. Puck luck is everything. Liquidity, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Wishing all the best, everyone. DCAing before it's too late. Absolutely. Alt Braves, Rob, have you decided if you're going to get into Walrus or not? I have not. I was looking at it again this morning, and I still have not made a decision. Devin, special shout out to D's Nuts. Those gifted memberships are greatly appreciated. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Mario, thank you for checking, Rob. Hey, no problem, Mario. No problem, man. Is there enough Lambos for sale to cover all the new buyers? Probably not. It's funny you say that because I remember in 2022, Lamborghini had announced that there was not going to be, they were not taking any new orders on Lamborghinis until 2024, I think it was, because they were so backed up on orders. And so, yeah, it's funny how that happens every bull run, right? Jake the Snake, do you think Binance will wait until XCN starts running up to list it? Depends on how much they hold, right? I think they'll wait for momentum for sure. Aren't we? You are. Yes, I'm dual live streaming on Crypto Blueprint and Crypto Future. So you're probably watching over on Crypto Blueprint right now. Yeah. Which, thank you very much. Zivik broke the 2014 to 20144. There you go. Let me get back over to the Zivik chart. Yeah, it's looking good, man. Zvik's looking good. 2014456. Let's go, baby. Heck with a Lambo. I'm going with a CBZ06. Nice. I just need a nice Sierra 1500 Denali. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, let's get into some of the news, shall we? Let's see what's going on out there in the crypto world. What do you say? What do you know? Cynthia Lummis talking some smack. She says the Bitcoin Act is the only solution to our nation's $36 trillion debt. I'm grateful for forward-thinking president who's not only recognizes this, but acts on it.
I'm particularly pleased with President Trump's support of my strategic Bitcoin reserve initiative, which will address our national debt while securing America's position as the global leader in financial innovation. As Bitcoin comes into more usage, its use makes the whole system more secure, more robust, and more capable of serving our needs all over the world. We should be the global leader with this fantastic new ledger-based asset that is in a digital format that is going to be transformative of everyday economy and puts the everyday American, in fact, the everyday worker all over the world in control of their own money. What a wonderful blessing for hardworking people all over the world to have this great new technology and to have America lead the way in implementing this wonderful, wonderful innovation.
Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Absolutely. We got another video here over on Squawk Box. Check it out, guys. Apple falls following Q2 report, says very difficult to predict tariff impact beyond June. Yes, guys, there's something you need to keep in mind is that the economy has not yet felt the impact of these tariffs quite yet.
Check out shares of Apple this morning. The company beating expectations about the top and bottom line. That's thanks to stronger than expected iPhone sales. Apple predicting tariffs are going to cost the company about $900 million. That's in the current quarter, and that's if nothing changes. Joining us right now is one of the analysts who was on that call, David Voigt. He's UBS's IT hardware analyst. So curious what you made of the call, what you made of the cost of tariffs, and how you can even try to extrapolate out what might happen throughout the rest of the year, given that it sounds like Tim Cook's not sure he can.
Yeah, good morning, Andrew, and thanks for having us. I would say the quarter was exactly as we'd expected. So we had previewed a relatively solid quarter. We thought there'd be a little bit more consumer pre-buys ahead of the tariffs. Apparently that didn't happen last night, according to Tim and the rest of the management team. But you're right, the outlook going into the June quarter and ultimately the second half of this year is incredibly challenging. The one thing that I would just point out real quickly is they framed the impact from the tariffs to be about $900 million of an impact in the June quarter. So effectively, that's about a 5-cent hit to EPS. So the outlook is a little bit weaker than we had expected, but ultimately you're right. The outlook in the second half of this year is a little bit more murky than people had expected.
What do you think of the services piece?
Yeah, services is interesting, right? Consistently, that business has been growing 12, 13, 14%. This quarter it grew 14% when you back out the effects of currency. So we think that's actually a fairly good result in this environment. The challenge, though, is the company refrained from giving an outlook for the June quarter. They normally give you a framework to think about how fast that business will grow. I don't think that's an indictment on the services business. I think the company's trying to give themselves multiple ways to hit numbers for the June quarter. So I think it's going to slow a bit, but effectively, I think the business is still a very good business, but maybe not as strong as people might have anticipated going into the quarter.
So, but going into the fall, I mean, that's going to be the big one for these guys. That's when the new phones come out. And the question is, are we going to, where are we going to be in the cycle? It's not really a super cycle upgrade, I don't think. Maybe you think there's a big surprise coming. But how do you see that all playing itself out against the backdrop of the tariffs?
So we've been pretty consistent for the better part of the last year. We don't think there's a super cycle. We've written about this extensively. Our consumer checks, our supply chain checks point to a relatively flat iPhone environment in the fall. We think the 17 is going to be very similar to the 16. There's one feature change, one device we think will be thinner than the rest.
Right.
But effectively, that doesn't really change, we think, the outlook for the iPhone in the fall. So again, no super cycle. Things just keep getting pushed further and further to the right.
What about
the one downside would be obviously consumers.
Right, but what about the AI piece of it?
With tariffs.
Because they sold the last phone on the idea that there was going to be all of these new AI features, some of which they've introduced. Frankly, I don't even think all of them have ultimately made their way into the phone yet. At the same time, you have Google, which is, I think, much farther ahead in AI land. Is there a day at which you think that, the Apple ecosystem and especially the U.S. consumer, on an AI perspective, would ever say, okay, I'm actually going over here?
I think there's two issues. One, you need to develop a community to come up with an app that people really want to use pretty extensively, much like a ChatGPT. The second issue is really this is going to be on device. So you need a much different form factor as well as different specifications to run these applications on the device without effectively killing your battery. And also, look, 5G pervasiveness is not as strong as people had anticipated. So we don't think it's this year. We're hopeful that when we get into the WWDC conference next year, so we're talking 2026, that we have a more robust solution. But near term, we don't think it's going to be a driver of iPhone demand.
Apple will be fine. Apple will be fine. All right, what else do we have, guys? Let's get back into the chat. Make sure we don't fall behind. Nice, I'll come over here more often. Yes, please. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Absolutely. Cryptic Jared, what's up, buddy? What's up, Rob? And Crypto Fam, Zebek, just about to pop. Exciting times for sure. Hell yeah. Jake the Snake, I'm going to finish my project car during the bear market. There you go. Exactly. Have a hobby, right? Keep yourself distracted. But that's where we're really going to be learning how to do research and accumulate some good projects, right? Harlow, my guy, what's up, buddy? Rob Father, question, why coin prices include Bitcoin are different on every exchange like Coinbase, Crypto.com, and others? Because, I mean, that's kind of an arbitrage thing, right? A lot of exchanges will have, it's the same in the stock market. People will hunt down arbitrage. Like they'll find one exchange is listing it a little bit higher than than another exchange. So they'll buy it on the lowest selling exchange and then they'll move it over to the other exchange and sell it at that higher. So, yeah, it's more for arbitrage hunters. It's not worth it, in my opinion, but I mean, I'm not an arbitrage hunter, right? So there's money to be made doing it. Reality Sounds, I mean, over here, yes. Funky, what's up, buddy? Apple lost the case to only allow Apple Store apps. Paul Barron was talking about it earlier. I like Paul Barron's network. Yeah, he does a good job. Dadsky, 900 million. Yes, absolutely. Nobody Special Finance did a good interview with Freight Waves, and he's saying that the effects of the tariffs will start being felt in products options by June and July, but will really, yes, I agree 100% with that. Leafs won. Absolutely, baby. Go Leafs. Let's go. Jake the Snake, I'm not going anywhere during the bear market. Patreon is definitely worth it. It has taught me a lot about being convicted and zen with investments. Exactly. Plus, I need an audience for my project car updates. There you go. Exactly, brother. Listen, by the time we get to this point in the next cycle, most of you guys over on the Patreon are going to be, you're going to laugh at how inexperienced you were this time around, because you're just going to be more seasoned and nothing's going to shake you. You're not going to be emotional and stuff. It's going to be a completely different perspective for you, right? Thanks for the info yesterday. I was able to figure out how to offload my crypto to the moon. There we go. Let's go, baby. Absolutely. All right, what do we got? Bitcoin nears 100K. Short positions at risk. Bitcoin is trading near its highest level in 2 months, approaching $100,000 potentially, risking over $3 billion in short positions. The event underscores interest in Bitcoin as it nears a historic milestone, with the market closely watching for potential liquidations of short positions. Bitcoin's recent price action highlights substantial upward momentum, trading between 96.8 and 97,000. This development represents Bitcoin's highest level in over 2 months, signaling continued investor interest. The cryptocurrency trajectory involves breaking through a 10-week high. Fueling market excitement, investor behavior indicates significant speculative positioning for Bitcoin reaching $100,000, with increased demand for call options. The price surge puts over $3 billion worth of short positions at risk. Traders and investors are closely watching Bitcoin's performance, potentially impacting market dynamics and trader strategies. The market's reaction to this upward movement includes strong bullish sentiment. Bitcoin's upward momentum has traders optimistic, with many anticipating a surge towards the historical $100,000 mark. Historically, Bitcoin reaching near $100,000 would represent a new all-time high, surpassing the peak it achieved in earlier bull cycles, a landmark achievement in cryptocurrency history. Future outcomes based on data indicates that analysts project Bitcoin could reach between $125,000 and $150,000 by September of 2025, reflecting a sustained positive outlook for the digital currency. That's what I've been saying, guys, right? I've been telling you guys about $150,000 is my top for Bitcoin in this market cycle. And I get a lot of flack for that. People get mad at me and say it's not bullish enough. And I keep saying, guys, you're looking at it from the perspective of $97,000 Bitcoin to 150. If you were here in the bear market, you were buying Bitcoin at $15,000. Now, $15,000 to $150,000 is a massive return on investment, right? So recency bias can screw people up. And that's why people end up holding too long, because they think the 97K to 150K is not that bullish, right? And I'm going to talk about this in a video later today, but that's how a lot of people get trapped. It's like a bull trap, right? They think that it's going higher because the recency bias makes them think that. Meanwhile, if you looked at it from a broader perspective, 15,000 to 150, that's a significant move for Bitcoin in the market cycle, right? So something to keep in mind. A lot of people tell me I'm not bullish enough. I'm bullish. That's bullish. Cody with the super chat. Join the Patreon and watch your money stack up for less than the cost of a meal. Absolutely, Cody. Thank you so much, brother, for supporting me, supporting the channel. And you're absolutely right, guys. You're absolutely right. Guys, people ask me all the time, like, what should I get into and stuff? Why aren't you hopping over to the Patreon and getting in early on the projects over there, right? Getting in on the swing trades over there. You're trying to save the amount of money for a meal, and it's costing you tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Guys, just this year, since January, we've helped 30 people, 30, hit 7-figure portfolios for the price of a meal. If you don't think that's worth it, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, right? Shane, heck yeah. I was buying $9 Solana when Bitcoin was 15. There you go, brother. Exactly. I unfortunately did not pick up Solana. I should have. I was making videos back then saying that everyone was asking me if Solana was dead. I was like, no, of course not, right? But I didn't buy any because I was stocking up on Caspa at the time, which I don't regret. I have a big fat bag of Caspa, and it's going to make me a phenomenal return. But it does suck that I missed Solana, but you can't get them all. That's the thing, right? I don't dread it. I don't regret it. You can't catch everything, guys, right? Miller, I'm in some great profit already because of Rob and his Patreon community, and we're just getting started. Join his Patreon. You the man, Rob. Thank you so much, Miller. I appreciate you, man. These nuts all over the place. Holy smokes. These nuts gifting out 1 crypto membership, 2 crypto memberships, 3 crypto future memberships. Guys, I want all 3 of you guys who received the gifted memberships to show your undying appreciation to these nuts for giving you those memberships. Stargazer. Hey, Rob, how do you think BTC will go in the next bear market? Well, I mean, I think it's going to go down 70%, right? About 70%. So in saying that, a 70% drop from about 150K, you're looking at about between 150 to about 100 or 100. Sorry, you're looking at about a $40,000 to $50,000 Bitcoin in the bottom of the bear market, somewhere around there. These nuts still spreading all over the place. The gift that just keeps on giving. all hail these nuts. Exactly. These nuts. Deez loves trolling it, man. He loves trolling it. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I can't get enough of that. We got another video to get through. All hail these nuts. Yes. Gratitude to Z nuts of D's. There you go. Absolutely. You guys are gonna make me start coughing here. Oh my God. What do we got? Woohoo! Nuts are going crazy. We got another video here to check out. Can't get enough of these nuts. Don't see anything that's going to make the deficit better going forward, says JP Morgan's Bill Elgin. Check it out.
Bill Egan, JP Morgan Asset Management CIO of Absolute Return Fixed Income. Egan's EIGEN's German. KERNEN is German, but we both get the EGAN and the KERNAN, and we look like we're from
no one ever gets my name right.
From the Emerald Isle, but it's more German. If I were to summarize your comments here, it's like you don't think we're out of the woods, but you think some of the worst might be behind us. And you were defensively postured in your fund.
I was, yeah.
On March 31st.
Yep.
And now you're thinking that finally there are some opportunities on the long side emerging slowly.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, well, fixed income's math at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And what you saw in mid-April, particularly April 9th, 15th, 16th, 21st, really certain segments of the fixed income markets that aren't as widely followed really got hurt. Convertibles, especially convertible bonds, really got nailed. Especially parts of the market that got hit on equities, like semiconductors, for instance. A lot of convertible bonds from the semiconductor area got hit hard, so we took advantage of that. Also, credit, high yield credit, finally got up toward a 10% all-in yield, which is a trigger for me to start deploying some capital there. But it disappeared pretty quick. I mean, by the 21st, everything just pretty much V-bottomed and started moving away. So I still am relatively defensively positioned, but did put a reasonable portion of the fund to work in those areas. But the thing we all have to accept now, like everyone's so focused on the data today, right? Oh, the jobs, what's going to happen with the jobs? We're one Truth Social post away from being up or down 5% every day. I mean, the data is almost secondary at this point. And the jobs data today, that survey was done.
So what he just said is basically Mr. T could throw a wrench in our plans just by a simple tweet on or a post on Truth Social. He's not wrong.
Pre-Liberation Day, so I'm not sure what it's going to show. I mean, I think the expectation is 133,000. I guess I would take the under on that, but the May number is probably not going to be pretty. I mean, being a small business owner myself, I can tell you there's a lot of uncertainty right now. And even though the businesses I own are doing pretty well, I'm not actively hiring anybody right now.
Forgot that auto parts and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
You told us about that last time.
Yeah, no, and by the way, input costs, auto parts, auto service, holy cow.
They don't pay you at JP Morgan? I mean,
it's a side hustle.
You're like a side hustle. Really? What else are you involved with?
Small business I bought out of COVID, basically.
You're a Renaissance man. So you make the point. I guess when we all saw that spike in yields, where it looked, some people basically started thinking the world was ending at that point. You're talking about the 480 on the 10. You think that could happen again at any time?
Yeah, 100%.
Because we've all been lulled into, we think, oh yeah, that's over. We're at 420. We were at 415 earlier this week.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Over?
I don't like it, but that stock bond correlation being positive is not a good thing, right? It's like you think bonds are a hedge, and then you realize during the heart of the the downturn in mid-April, 10-year Treasury yields were moving straight up, not down. So they were the opposite of a hedge for you in April. And what that tells me is that that's a statement about confidence in the U.S. I mean, did you know this, Joe? I mean, credit default swaps in the United States are just about the same as Greece. So that tells you about what people think of the creditworthiness right now of the U.S., right around 60 basis points. Same with Greece. Greece almost fell off the map, 10, 15 years ago. And
is that the 37 trillion or something else?
It's a combination. I think the deficit situation is untenable. Right? You just can't sit here with $2 trillion plus deficits. And when you look forward, I don't see anything that's going to make the deficit better. You got tax cuts coming, which are going to reduce the revenue side. You got increases in defense spending, interest on interest, which keeps moving up. You can't cut entitlements. So how's the deficit going to get any better? And I think foreigners look at that, especially large holders of treasuries like Japan, China, et cetera. And they're like, you know what? Maybe we need to divest. Well, what do you divest into? Aren't we the cleanest dirty shirt in the room? Well, not necessarily. Maybe it's gold. Right? Your gold's going straight up, silver's going straight up, copper's maintaining high levels, which is not good for inflation, by the way. Right. And I'm seeing it in terms of input costs of raw materials, especially things like auto parts, as I talked about earlier.
Good piece, Kimberly Strassel, today. Instead of this administration, supposed to be Republicans, right? Yeah. Instead of focusing on like Medicaid reform or even food stamp or any of the welfare, some of these things that are out of control.
Yep.
We're going to take on the drug companies. I mean, they say it's almost like we elected Kamala.
I know.
And then, for revenue, there's a whole contingent in the White House that wants to raise the top rate, wants to raise taxes, a millionaire tax, a Bernie Sanders millionaire tax. Hey,
I live in Massachusetts. I deal with that, right? They just passed millionaire's tax out there a couple of years ago.
Did you vote for Elizabeth Warren?
Oh, don't even get me started.
Do you just not go in Massachusetts? You write it.
I go. I do the best I can. I'm a balanced guy. I just try to, I just want things that are good for everyone, and a lot of policies on both sides aren't good for everyone.
Markey's the other one too, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a lot to live in Mass.
All right, Mr. Egan. But I didn't, reading your notes, I didn't feel like you're ready to jump right now. You're okay?
No. I mean, mid-April was fun. Like when volatility hits like that,
really?
I take my
masochist.
Yeah. I love it. Well, because I'm sitting on liquidity, right? And that liquidity is paying me almost 4.5% to be in it, which is a lot more than you get on a 10-year Treasury. So why take a chance on the long end, especially with everything going on, when I can get paid more to not be in the long end and have that liquidity available? It's like the problem we're dealing with right now is that, this administration is dealing with, the correct path is very often the most tortured, right?
And investing too.
Investing too, and they want to get this trade deal done. It's going to be a torturous path, and I don't think the market's quite done being tortured yet to get to that end.
None of us are.
Well, we'll see if the markets are finished being tortured yet. Let's have a look at the M2 money supply correlation chart, as we always do. We are, silver. We're on silver right now. I was looking at silver yesterday because I was considering going and picking up some maples, man. I may go pick up some maples later today. All right. Bitcoin. You handsome devil. What do we got? All right. Looking pretty good, man. Looking pretty good. Yep. Moving our way up. We're right about here on the M2 money supply. Right about in this area. Let's keep it going, baby. Keep it going. We're going into, I want to see this spike more, though. That's the thing, right? I want to see this move up more. I don't want to see us start to roll over. Not yet. Let's keep it going. If it continues to track like this, I mean, we're probably looking at, we may see a June or July kind of top. But if you want to know when you should be exiting and stuff, guys, get over to the Patreon. We will help you. Your boy, I don't care what anybody says about these nuts. In my book, absolutely. Can't get enough of these nuts. I'm addicted to these nuts. Bought his business stream, at the lows. Go Leafs, go. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Waiting for that schedule to come out. Christopher, hey, Rob, do you think Jasmy might be a good company of a data holder to consumers being an outside country of the United States in the United States? Well, the thing is, Christopher, is that the PDL, the personal data locker, is a decentralized platform, right? They don't have control of the data. The user does. So I think that's a misunderstanding. Unless I misunderstand what you're asking, Jasmy as a company would not have control of any of the data that's inside the PDL. That would be controlled by the individual personal data lockers, right? Whether it's a company or an individual. So it's completely decentralized. That's the point, right? So, yeah. So it wouldn't be controlled by a foreign entity, essentially. So, all right, guys. Well, listen, I got to get over to the Patreon. I got some one-on-one coaching calls I got to take care of. If you want to get a coaching call in, guys, get over to the Patreon. Get your spot booked in. They're free as a Patreon member, so go over there, get your spot booked in. If you need one-on-one help with your portfolio, with understanding crypto, with your exit strategies, when to take profits, all that stuff and more, guys. We will be live later tonight on the Patreon as well. It's Open Mic Friday. Make sure you're over there tonight, guys. It's going to be a great way to spend your Friday nights with the community. It's a great time. And yeah, click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys later tonight. God bless.